And the Garnet leads the Black with 1 quarter to go, 13-7 here at Williams-Brice. And one of the heroes of the stadium joins Booger McFarland and myself. Delighted to have Marcus Lattimore here with us. Now, I guess, transitioning back into a role with the university. What are you going to be doing?
You know, I'm actually back in school right now, finishing up my degree. And I'm also helping the football team recruit. I do a little bit with President Pastides also and the athletic director. So, you know, I'm kind of in everywhere, but I'm excited to be back. I love my home state of South Carolina. It's a blessing to be back here. So.
Well, you've gone through these spring games with the head ball coach before. What are your memories of being out here in April?
Oh, it's fun. It's a good time. And Coach Spurrier, he makes practice fun. He makes the game fun. You see he, you know, brings somebody in at halftime to, you know, catch a touchdown. But, I mean, it's his love for the game. It rubs off on you. And I'm blessed to be able to play for him.
From an offensive standpoint, he's taken over the play calling this year. I know you've had him as a play caller before.
Right.
For the people listening out there, what's a Steve Spurrier call game like?
Whatever works. If that team is stopping the run, we're going to throw the ball. If they're stopping the pass, we're going to run the ball. It's very simple. And, you know, I really enjoyed playing for him, but just for the fact, you know, he uses his guys in special ways. I mean, at running back, we could, you know, catch a screen and, you know, catch a swing. We could also run the ball 40 times a game, so it was awesome.
Well, particularly when you were around, they could run the ball 40 times a game.
Yeah, it was
that
a good
helped.
time. I loved it. Loved every minute of it.
Marcus Lattimore joining us here in this final quarter at Williams-Brice, one of the heroes of South Carolina football. I think the thing that has impacted me is recognizing, as he did at halftime, the 10 years of success under Steve Spurrier and what he has done here at a program where many thought you couldn't win big.
He changed the culture. That's exactly what he did. And Ray Tanner said when we signed Coach Spurrier, we got better instantly, just for the fact his love for the game and his knowledge of the game. I mean, you know you're playing for an SEC legend, but his love for the game, I can't stress that enough. It rubs off on every single one of those guys, and I'm looking forward to a great season from him. We brought in defense coordinator John Hope, and it should be a fun year.
When you talk about he changed the culture here, how did he do that?
He changed the culture by making us believe. You know, he did it in ways that may not be the best, but, you know, he made us believe. You know, he would motivate us. And I remember last night, actually, Nashawn Goddard, former offensive lineman, was saying he got motivated by the fact that Coach Spurrier said maybe we should go recruit some Georgia and Auburn guys. And that really fired them up, and they won 3 out of the 4 last games in 2005. And he would do that with us, and it affected me a lot, and it motivated me.
Now, we saw David Williams just now.
Yes, sir.
Big carry up the middle. From a running back standpoint, you talked about his ability to give the football off to the running back over and over and over. Mike Davis is gone. You got Brandon Wild, Sean Carson, David Williams. In your opinion, which one of those guys has kind of separated themselves as a guy that's going to get the bulk of the carries?
Well, man, we got a loaded backfield. Brandon obviously has a lot more experience. He had a great year last year. So he's probably the front runner right now. I love David Williams. He's 225 pounds and he runs a 4.3. I mean, that's not common. And, of course, Sean Carson, he can catch the ball. And that's the way we'll use him. But Brandon Wiles, he has a lot of experience. He has good hips, good quickness for a big man. And I'm looking forward to seeing all 3 of those guys play.
And that was Chaz Elder being helped off the field by the training staff, and he hopefully will be okay, but he'll certainly have some time to recover before you get to the fall ball practices. I'm sure it was a difficult season from a perspective. Watch this team struggle last year after all the success with 11 straight wins. What needs to be improved?
You know, when you look at the past 5 years, we had a dominant defensive line or a defensive lineman, whether that be Clowney or Melvin Ingram or Devin Taylor. We didn't have that presence up front that we did the past years. And you guys know defensive line makes the team. I strongly believe that. I've been playing a while. If the defensive line is good, you have a chance to win the game, and we'll be better up front.
And speaking of that, I think the guy you have now, Marquavius Lewis, I've seen enough from him, and also English. To me, those 2 guys have stood out today, the guys that can turn the corner, not only here in this spring game, but against SEC competition.
And exactly. What we do here, Coach Ward, Coach Hope, and Coach Adams, they develop players. You know, as the time they come in as a freshman, I mean, they're not expected to go in there and play unless you're Jadeveon Clowney. But, I mean, they develop guys every year, year after year, and they get better every year. So Darius English, he's been in this system for 4 years coming up now. Marquavius Lewis, I mean, he's a talent. So a lot of people compare him to Clowney, but I mean, I'm excited to see Darius, just like you said.
We're talking to Marcus Lattimore, one of the greats of South Carolina football over the years, outstanding running back, now back in school, and also going to be working, and already is working for the university. The head ball coach tells us you'll be right below him, I guess, in the office structure. You'll have an office down on the second floor.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that ought to be a lot of fun, and you're also going to be looking at new facilities here and an upgrade. Let's face it, in the SEC, if you don't already have your bubble and everything, you're already trailing, and that is one thing that's been missing here, but not for much longer.
You are exactly right. When I first got here, I mean, we had nice facilities, but if you look, you know, to the south of you right now, it looks like Oregon's campus now. But I'm excited to see it. They got new dorms coming up. They got a, you know, new indoor. The new practice fields look amazing, and people that say facilities don't make a difference, they're lying, because facilities, the recruits look at that, and they want to be looked at just like the Alabamas and the Georgias and the Floridas of the world. So
Jasper Sasser with the interception of the deflected pass. So again, the defense has come up now. That's their second pick, and while he is going to go ahead and run it out, it's not going to count because the only points go for the quarterbacks.
Well, and you can look at this. This is man-to-man coverage. Little pick route they tried to run right there. Ball kind of got away right there. Goes up, catches the football. But that's what we talked about, Dave. Man-to-man coverage, it's a simple defense. Hey, we call it cat coverage. You cover that cat wherever he goes. and for John Hoke, he's making this defense simple, and they've been able to make plays today. Now, can they carry that over into the fall, into the offseason, and once you get into conference play, which is really when this is going to be put to the test?
So we have a break on the field. Marcus, we're going to let you go. I know you've got a lot of other things you've got to do and a lot of people that probably want to say hi to you. But thank you so much. Best of luck with continuing your education and your new role here at South Carolina.
I really appreciate it.
We loved watching you play, man. No one left his heart out on the field more than you did.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to tackle you, man.